I got clothes for you too.
Because I'm having a boy, and it's like, you can have all my girl stuff.
I'm so
I have
excited.
so much. Casey, go grab me what we got.
And then she's having a boy, which I've just had 2 boys, and she's just had 2 girls. So you have to do a clothes swap.
Just looking through all the baby clothes is really fun, and then all of the kids like get super excited.
I have to admit, I ooh and ah too.
Yeah, you
I try to act like I'm, but I ooh and ah too.
Hey guys, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. It's June 9th and it feels like it's August in Minnesota. It has been so hot and my studio, well, this room that I'm in is so unbelievably hot. I'm literally like begging my husband to find me a new place to film because if it's going to be like this all summer, I might have some serious problems. I have been so hot, so uncomfortable, so I'm sorry if some of my videos have been late, and if you are where it's warm, I hear you. So we have some updates on the Bates. You guys have been asking for some Bates stuff, and we're gonna do a 2-for-1 with 2 stories in one. All right, so there was a birth announcement. Yay! A baby in the IBLP is so different. Okay, I'm just kidding. Whitney and Zach Bates welcomed their 4th child, and the announcement was made on their Instagram. Now, Whitney and Zach had made their announcement about this baby a couple months ago, and this had followed a couple of losses by Whitney, and they had become extremely excited about having their rainbow baby. If you follow the Bates show, you know that Zach had previously been working as a police officer and now is no longer doing that to focus on other things. Some people have found that choice a little bit questionable. I can't really say why he did that, but that's the tea on that. Anyways, they made their announcement on the gram, and this is what they said. Welcome to the world, Jaden Carl Bates, born on June 7th, 7 pounds, 6 ounces at 5:15 p.m. Thank you, God, for our sweet boy. So the photo she shared looks good. The baby looks a little bit discolored, not uncommon when they first come out, but apparently that led to some issues. So her exciting news actually resulted in a pretty scary situation when the baby was having some trouble with their oxygen and had to be sent to another hospital, to the NICU. So they shared this a couple hours ago, and they said, after months of waiting on our special boy, finally meeting Jaden face to face was all we dreamed it would be, and more. There's no way to describe the feelings and emotions we felt when we first held him in our arms. He is perfect in every way. Shortly after birth, his O2 levels dropped, and he was transferred to a NICU in East Tennessee Children's Hospital. As of right now, he is stable and responding to treatment. They will continue treatment, running tests and monitoring until he is strong enough to come home. We are so grateful to God for taking care of our little boy and thankful for the doctors and nurses working hard to get baby Jay healthy and ready to meet his big brother and sisters. Life doesn't always go as planned, but we're thankful we can trust in the Lord with confidence that his plan is always perfect. So the photo then was of them with Jaden in the NICU in an isolette. It looks like he's on a high pressure cannula. So looks like it could be like a CPAP. So I'm a former NICU mom. I don't know if any of you guys have NICU babies, but once you're a NICU mom, you never forget the little, like the oxygen that they're on. This appears to be a high pressure one, meaning that it's helping push air into his body, and they have a feeding tube running down his mouth. And it's unclear at this point why he is having trouble breathing. He apparently was a full-term baby with 7 pounds and 6 ounces. So hopefully they can figure out what's causing his oxygen like this to drop, and hopefully the doctors can get him to recover. NICU stays are always super scary, and especially when you have 3 other littles at home, it's hard to navigate. So my heart goes out to them, because those first few days, especially when you aren't expecting anything like this, can be absolutely heartbreaking. But what I do appreciate about the Bates more than the Duggars. Now I know the Duggars had Josie and she was a preemie and stuff, but the Bates do seem to do less home births and do seem to be more responsible about using medical care, as many of the girls have a clotting disorder that they have in pregnancy. So I'm always super glad to see them utilizing the healthcare system to help their kids. So I hope that Jaden will be okay. He certainly is adorable, and it looks like they are in really good care. NICU life is tough. There's lots of beeping. It's overwhelming because you want to take your baby home and you can't, and they're hooked up to all these monitors. So I definitely am thinking about them today, but congratulations on your arrival. Hopefully they can determine what's causing the heart oxygen stuff to drop. I hope it's not related to his heart. That was like when I first saw that, I'm like, oh my gosh, my son is a heart patient. I hope it's not heart related. So hopefully everything will get worked out, and congratulations to Zach and Whitney, and best recovery to Jaden. Who else? Oh, Lawson and Tiffany. So remember how I was telling you about how the boys in the Bates family have a completely different set of rules and the girls have like a totally other set of rules? Yeah, that's still true today, because I was just watching my Instagram. I was like on my gram, you know, and I was on, and I looked at Lawson and I noticed that he had posted a reel. You guys, I still can't figure out these reels. If it's like a TikTok thing, call me a boomer, but I just don't get them. Anyways, he posted a reel, and it was of him and Tiffany, of Tiffany and him, and they were walking into it looked like a ranch, kind of like a ring for horses. And walking in there, they sort of turned around and did a dance, and then he slid his hands down her side, and I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. They're totally stuck on first base. I guarantee you these two are kissing. Even though they will not kiss on camera, they've done like side pecks and stuff. I have a feeling that they've kissed in real life. And Tiffany is from Nickelodeon, and I think she was on Disney Channel for a while. She grew up conservative Christian, but I don't think she grew up fundamentalist Christian. So she might not have the same standards that, say, the Bates might have had with their courting. And the Bates kids, some of them have loosened up those standards, with several of the girls admitting that they did kiss before they got married. Josie and Alyssa admitted that they kissed before they got married. Nathan just got engaged, and it's clear that Nathan and Esther get very cozy. So Mr. Lawson is like sliding his hands down a very, down the rib cage of a girl, and that's pretty close to a defrauding area. I'm surprised he even put this on his Instagram. And I'm overwhelmed by the fact that the Bates seem to have completely different standards for the girls and the boys. So Lawson got really, really handsy, and he had his hands on her ribcage, which is so defrauding and so scandalous. Maybe she's one of those dirty girls that his dad talked about. And one of you guys in my comments said that on the season of Bringing Up Bates, Kelly actually mentioned that Lawson kept his relationship a secret with Tiffany, and they didn't even know he was dating her. So one of you on Instagram left this comment about Bringing Up Bates, and you said this: have you seen this season? I haven't, I'm sorry. Kelly talks about figuring out that Lawson had a girlfriend. Like, they thought he was going to California to work, and then found out it was because he was dating Tiffany. Clearly his parents weren't involved in any of that, but I also think that's how it goes for the guys. It's the girls where they are hyper controlling. So his parents didn't even know that he was dating, and could you imagine if that was one of the girls? Like, even if some of the girls kissed, like say Josie kissed and Alyssa kissed and maybe Aaron kissed, could you imagine if one of them didn't tell their parents ahead of time, like, hey, I have a boyfriend, or hey, I'm courting this guy? I feel like with Lawson and even with Nathan and maybe Zach, because Zach and Whitney kissed ahead of time too, that the just rules did not apply to them. And I know that Gil and Kelly let the kids sort of set their own standards of courting, but it always makes me scratch my head that, like, how is it that you're like on your IBLP telling everyone that they need to be super conservative and they need to go through mom and dad, and then you've got Lawson over there that's literally like, oh, I'm just gonna go work in California, and he's dating, which makes me wonder, like, how far do you think these two are going? I mean, not that it's my business, but wow. So Lawson kept his girlfriend a secret from the family, and Zach and Whitney have a baby in the NICU, and that's what I have for the Bates today. Tell me what your thoughts are about all of this in the comments below. Bye, guys.